Guys, how are we doing? And welcome back to another video. This is the Fighters Forecast. It is your boy Tenant speaking, and we are here to break down UFC Fight Night Gamrot versus Salkilld. But guys, we're gonna take a look back at last card. I went 10 and 12 on picks, which is pretty good on surface level. But if you fucking dig down into it, the two guys that lost that I picked were in pretty much every single one of my lays. So fuck. That's pretty much what I could say there. You know what I mean? Like I was very confident in Klein. He got beat fair and square by the cheater, but this time Tafik Masayev looked good. Um, I guess looking back at it, Ludovic Klein was coming off an injury, and I guess you don't know how fighters look after their injuries. He looked a little slow, and I don't know, didn't have the pop on his shots that I liked, that I remembered him having. His footwork didn't look as clean, but that comes with that injury, I guess. You know, maybe it was a wrong read for me. But it really does suck because I literally could have picked pretty much any other person, and it would have been green. It would have been five in a row. But the hammer of the week comes to an end. The streak comes to an end, but it'll never come to an end, guys. We have another one cooking up for you here. But we went 10 and 12 on picks, pretty good. But if you tailed my bets and stuff, you didn't do so well. So that hammer lost, and then I doubled down on Seppo by KO in round one. He got knocked out in round one. And then I tripled down on Alexander Rakic by KO, and he won by decision. So it was not a good night for your boy. Let's put it like that. Lost some beans, but we're here to get those beans back. You know what I mean here? This is UFC Fight Night, Gamrot versus Salkilld. I'll talk about the Hammer of the Week more in the Hammer of the Week video, but we are here to break down this card and get through every single fight on the card. And guys, 10 and 12 is pretty good. I fucking hate the people who lost. It really fucking irks me. We're going to get back in blood this weekend, man, and we're going to break this card down from the bottom to the top. First fight of the night. We have Miles Johns taking on Jesse Rojas. Miles Johns, a UFC vet here, a guy who I don't mind watching. You know what I mean? I think the guy's fun. He likes to throw hard. We got some dentist tooth over there going crazy. Some girl lost her tooth sitting down, friggin' bouncing on something. Anyways, Miles Johns, you know what I mean? This guy throws with absolute intent to take your head off here. He is a wrestler as well, but does not really wrestle. Miles Johns kind of fights to the abilities of his opponent, in my opinion, which can be good or bad. But I don't know. Jesse Rojas here. And now we're seeing a finger get cut off. What the fuck are these ads? Get the fuck out of here. Practice safe work. Make quick work of you. Anyways, fighting Jesse Rojas here, the brother of Raul Rosas Jr. Raul Rosas Jr. is a grappler. Jesse Rojas is also a grappler, but he's nowhere near as good. This is the older brother of Raul Rosas Jr. Miles Johns is the better grappler here. In my opinion, has the more diverse striking, and in my opinion, Miles Johns has the better competition, the better cardio in this matchup here, and I got Miles Johns in this matchup by decision or by KO. Give me Miles Johns in this matchup. Next fight, we got Manuel Sosa against Richie Miranda. This can be an absolute banger, guys. If you don't know who Manuel Sosa is, you will soon. Manuel Sosa comes in here, and he does not care what you have coming back at him. Manuel Sosa will just throw his level of offense. He runs forward. He tries to take your head off here. He's got absolute bombs in his hands. Huge hooks from Manuel Sosa. A nice straight right down the pipe here. And he's fighting Richie Miranda, an LFA champion, coming over to the UFC for his UFC debut. From the tape I watched on this guy, I'd classify him as a grappler. I'd say he has decent shots, decent scrambles as well. I think he's a little bit slow on the feet, which could really favor Manuel Sosa here in this matchup here. Because if you're slow and you're standing in front of Manuel Sosa, you're going to get put out cold. I also think his striking defense is not that great. But if this fight gets down to the ground and Richie Miranda has Manuel Sosa laying on his back, I mean, that's kind of the path to victory for him here. But in my opinion, Manuel Sosa has shown he has cardio. He has plenty of third round finishes, so you know he's dangerous all 3 rounds. Manuel Sosa, in my opinion, is the better striker by a crap ton, in my opinion. He has the better strikes, the more diverse strikes, the better cardio. The grappling does favor Richie Miranda here. And you know me, guys, I normally like to favor the grappler because they can take the fight where they want to go. But a guy in Richie Miranda here making his UFC debut, he's too slow for my liking. He's too hittable for my liking, and that is a 1 plus 1 equals 2 in my opinion here. Manuel Souza is going to connect on this guy. I think the first round, he'll be okay. He'll then start to slow down Richie Miranda, and Souza does not slow down. So I think he gets him out of there in the second or third round. Give me Manuel Souza by knockout. Next fight, we have Jose Montana against Louis Sutherland. I've been going back and forth on this fight for so long. And you know what this guy told me? His name's G Money. He told me, who fucking cares about this fight, man? These are two schlob clowns. Both these guys suck. I don't know why I keep going back and forth. G Money goes, man, just pick a guy. No one's betting on this fight anyways. So don't bet on this fight because these guys are both blob, clown, bums, craps. Jose Montana is a jiu-jitsu nerd who likes to wrestle, who likes to get to the ground, but has terrible wrestling shots. So how the fuck does that work? And then Louis Sutherland is supposed to be this striking guy who has beautiful leg kicks, who's got great aggressive striking, and he hasn't done any of that. He wrestled Tai Tuivasa. The UFC said, here, take Tai Tuivasa. I want to see your striking. Fuck no, guy wrestled him. The guy wrestled Tai, and he almost lost. Louis Sutherland sucks. Jose Montana is not good, but I've seen way worse things out of Louis Sutherland here. I'm going to go with the underdog in Jose Montana. Next fight, we have Dr. Nurgazai against Bruno Lopez. This is the 205er. This is Kazakhstan's Dr. Nurgazai versus Brazil's Bruno Lopez here. Dr. Nurgazai has a really, really, really weird twitch. And if you're watching the fights, you're going to see it. He does this every 10 seconds. He does that. It's like he's slicing his eye. I don't know what it is. When he's fighting, he has his hands up, and one hand comes close. Bang, bang. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a a lifelong twitch that he's always had. But when he's standing there and his hands are up, he always just comes and it's like he's digging for soap in his eye or something. I don't even know. But Dr. Nurgazai is a dangerous guy at 205. He's got nice hands. He's got decent wrestling as well. His striking dexterity is going to be way better than Bruno Lopez here, in my opinion. Bruno Lopez has to wrestle in this matchup and clinch against the fence if he wants to win this fight. But Bruno Lopez slows down as the fight goes. He does not have a good chin, and he's very susceptible to straight shots and light kicks. Dr. Nurgazai does a good job at throwing straight shots. We haven't seen his light kicks too much in the UFC, but he's coming off that win against Rafael Tobias here. A guy making his debut. He made nice work of him. He won by decision here. Dr. Nurgazai is going to have the better hands against a chinny fighter who I don't believe can take this guy into the clinch and hold him there. I have Dr. Nurgazai by knockout in this matchup. Moving on to the main card, we have Stephen Concrete Asplund against Guilherme Pat. Now, guys, I want you to look at this and let me know who you think is going to win. And we have the blob looking, kind of the ugly Stephen Asplund, or we have the Chad, Guilherme Pat. Give you guys a quick couple seconds to answer. So if you're just looking here, I guess you probably pick Guilherme Pat. You know what I mean? The guy's a Chad. He's 6'7", but he sucks. He fucking sucks, man. Guilherme Pat just lost to Thomas Patterson, whatever his name is. And Thomas Patterson is ass. We just saw Walter Walker fucking heel hook that guy yet again. Walter Walker's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Guilherme Pat fights in the karate stance. He loves to come in and out of his shots. A little jab and he steps back out because he's so long. But Stephen Asplund's not going to let this guy play his bullshit bouncy game where he's bouncing in and out. Stephen Asplund's going to come forward. He's going to say, "What's up, motherfucker?" And he's going to throw hands. Stephen Asplund has nice cardio. Stephen Asplund has the better wrestling here, and he has the volume to defeat Guilherme Pat in this matchup here. Stephen Asplund, this is a guy who is classified, in my opinion, as a junkyard dog in the 265 division, the heavyweight division. If you watch his UFC debut against Sharon Sharef, I think he landed 186 strikes. This guy did not stop coming forward. He did not stop throwing. And if Guilherme Pat gets backed up against the fence, this guy is going to be in for a long, long night. Give me Stephen Asplund by KO in this matchup here against Guilherme Pat. Guilherme Pat's the faster guy, for sure. And he definitely hits harder. He's faster. He hits harder here. But he gets tired. He doesn't show enough urgency when he's losing. And Stephen Asplund has the cardio and he has the volume upside here. Give me Stephen Asplund by KO in this matchup. Next fight, we have Ty Miller against Billy Ray Goff. Ty Miller, a guy who was on but then got taken off of Tennant's Dana White Contender Series prospects here. This guy was on the top 10 until the last week, and he got taken off. Ty Miller is a guy with tremendous boxing. This guy's boxing techniques and combos are extremely clean. He has a beautiful 1-2 down the pipe here, Ty Miller. He rips the body well. Ty Miller is a little bit one-dimensional here, but I don't see Billy Ray Goff shooting takedowns here. Billy Ray Goff is a guy who's going to stand there and try and get in your face and throw. But if he wrestles, he could. But I think Ty Miller has good scrambles. He has good takedown defense, and that's why he's going to stay on the feet. He's going to pump his jab. He's going to throw his 2 down the pipe, and he's going to knock out Billy Ray Goff later in the fight in rounds 2 or 3, in my opinion. It could go to a decision, but I think Ty Miller's boxing combos are too clean. They're too fast. He has too good of a volume here, and he beats Billy Ray Goff in this matchup. Give me Ty Miller by KO. Next fight, we have Darren the Damage Elkins against my brother, Yadier Del Val. This guy messages me every single day talking about his fights, talking about guns. Those are the 2 things he likes. This is the Cuban problem. Yadier Del Val, my boy. We message on Instagram, man. He's coming off that tough loss to Jordan Levitt, and you may go, fuck, Jordan Levitt's not that good. I understand he's not that good, but he literally just camped in top position the entire fight. He did not want to be on the feet with Yadier Del Val, and he had that weird long fucking guard that made you look at it and be like, what the fuck am I looking at here? Yadier Del Val, I've been talking to this guy, and he has told me it is now or never. I'm going to kill this guy. I don't care how old he is. I don't care how much damage he can take. I'm going to take this guy's soul. That is what he said to me on IG. I take his word for it. Yadier Del Val by KO or submission here is the play. He's going to knock this guy out. He's going to take him out. This is Darren Elkins' last fight. Give me the brother and Yadier Del Val in this matchup. Next fight, we have a certified banger in the 155 division. We got Billy Q against Diego Ferreira. Billy Q has not fought in like 2 years or so. Billy Q has got nice combos. He normally fights at 145, but he's moving up after 2-year layoff here. Billy Q, nice combos, pretty slick on the feet, very calm and composed under pressure, but sometimes he's too calm and composed. Sometimes he's not urgent enough to throw strikes here. And he's fighting the madman and Diego Ferreira here, but Diego Ferreira is old. Diego Ferreira is 40 years old here. Maybe the chin's not there, but I love watching this guy fight, man. This guy comes forward and he throws hard. He's got nice leg kicks, man. He can get to your body with a body lock, get you down to the ground. He's a very complete fighter in the 155 division here. And he's fighting a guy in Billy Q who I don't think has the tenacity of Diego Ferreira. I don't think he has the dog of Diego Ferreira. He does not have the ground game of Diego Ferreira. Maybe he's better in the boxing here slightly, but Diego Ferreira is going to make this guy tired. Diego Ferreira is going to put that long jab out there, just keep him at bay. Bang, right cross. Then he's going to throw his leg kick at him. I love Diego Ferreira as a fighter. I really hope he can win this matchup here, and I'm going to pick Diego Ferreira in this matchup by finish. Next fight is the main event. We're kind of steaming through this card. We got Mateusz Gamrot against Killen Salkilld. This is going to be a good fight, guys. This is the fight Killen Salkilld called for after winning last fight against Beneil Dariush, I believe. He's fighting Mateusz Gamrot, and when you look at the record of Mateusz Gamrot, he's only lost to elite fighters. And you may go, well, Dan Hooker's not elite. All right, buddy. I understand Dan Hooker's not fucking elite, but he's lost to Charles Oliveira. He's beat the likes of Orman Sarukian. He's beat Rafael Fiziev. He's beaten these elite guys in the 155 division here. And he's fighting Killen Salkilld, a guy who's been taken down in almost every single one of his fights, a guy that got dropped by Beneil Dariush, a guy who I'm not completely sold on, if I have to be 100% honest here, man. And you may go, whoa, is this guy going to pick against Killen Salkilld? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. I'm going to pick Mateusz Gamrot in this matchup, and I'll tell you why. Killen Salkilld has shown he's been taken down in multiple fights. Who's Mateusz Gamrot? A guy who takes you down. A guy who is there the entire fight unless you put his lights out. Mateusz Gamrot is a dog. He has the dog mentality. He will constantly shoot takedowns. And it is the apex. You have to take that into consideration. The apex is a smaller cage, so it favors the wrestler more in the apex here. And Mateusz Gamrot has endless cardio. He's going to keep shooting on Killen Salkilld here. And if Killen Salkilld has tried to train jumping gi like a fucking fool, then he's going to get laid on. He's going to get worn down. He's going to get tired. And I have a prediction that late in the fight, Mateusz Gamrot is going to be acquitting Killen Salkilld in this matchup here. I think Mateusz Gamrot gets on top. He stays on top. He tires him out and eventually gets a sub over Killen Salkilld in this matchup here. Now, yes, Killen Salkilld is extremely dangerous in the first and second round in this fight, in my opinion here. We know Mateusz Gamrot has a glass chin. We know he's been dropped in multiple fights before, and that is what Killen Salkilld does. You know, so I don't mind Killen Salkilld round 1 or 2 by KO, but if it gets out of rounds 1 and 2, he's done. I promise you he's done. Mateusz Gamrot will shoot the takedowns, get him tired, get him out of there later in the fight, or he'll win a very, very close or very, very smooth decision. Mateusz Gamrot is the pick here by decision or submission. I like him in this matchup as the underdog, man. And that, guys, is the full card breakdown, the predictions and bets. Please leave a comment. Please like the video. You know, we know how the algorithm works. Hopefully, they can push to more people so we can try and make the money. Last week, we went 10 out of 12. Fights correct. This week, we'll see what we do. But you know, guys, that's it. This is the Fighters Forecast. It is your boy Tennis speaking, and I'll see you for the hammer of the week. Bounce back. Peace.